G'day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is Katie and today is Biking Sunday. Always good to get the bike games here. They are a cornerstone of this channel, and I just want to say a big shout out to some of the new subscribers that's come in via the Biking Sunday videos. A massive welcome to you, to the SAS crew, as I do welcome in the truck drivers, the bikers, and the what do we call the horsemen and women, because that's the three genres that we carry here on the channel: trucks, bikes and horses. But look at that Kawasaki Ninja ZX 600. This is a 600 model, and a beautiful paintwork, a beautiful game. This game really is a love letter to all bike fans. This is Ride 5. I do own Ride 1 all the way through till 5. I own the Isle of Man TT, again, all three of those. I've loved bike games. I might not be the fastest on the block, but I love the sound of them, the look of them, and I do all right. I'm not the slowest out of the block, but I'm definitely not the quickest either. Of course, we have Ride 6 there on the horizon, coming up in February 2026, and I cannot wait to bring it to the channel. We'll be covering that at launch. But I'm going to run a small series, and it's called A Biking Story. So what is a biking story? Well, it's all about real life bikes and how they affected me, whether I've fallen in love with them and I wanted to buy it. We're going to talk about my first bike. We're also going to talk about bikes that I've been on the back of, and we're just going to tell some stories on Biking Sunday. So if you have a story you want to share in the comments about that particular bike or another bike that we need to cover, then do get involved. It'll be amazing to hear from you, as it is always. So we're actually going to go and find the bike that I fell in love with as a teenager, and I wanted to go and buy it, but my family wouldn't let me. So here it is, the bike that I fell in love with as a teenager. This is the Yamaha TZR. This is a 250 version, however it's the 125 that I wanted. Love the colours, and we're going to have a walk around the bike right now. The Yamaha TZR 250. I think it was the 125 that I was really interested in, but I just wasn't allowed to buy it. We can crouch down and have a look at the wonderful bike. The detail on this bike is incredible. And this really, I just think, is a love letter, and I cannot wait to see Ride 6. It's the Gran Turismo of bikes, isn't it? But if you have a story about this Yamaha TZR, then please do write in the comments. We're going to take it for a spin in a minute. But basically, I had a friend at school who were a family of bikers, and she was looking at getting the Honda NSR, and I did like the Honda NSR, but I fell in love with the Yamaha TZR. I think that's just me wanting to be a bit different. I don't always want the same as everyone else. And I was going through magazines and I fell in love with the TZR 125. And yeah, that's my biking story. So we're going to take it for a spin around one of my favourite tracks, which is Donington. So here we are, we got our levers on and we're ready to hit the track. We're going to head to Donington, the GP circuit. It's 2 miles long, weather condition is absolutely fine. Start time 3 o'clock in the afternoon with the 1994 TZR 250. Just having a look at the riding aids that I run. I run it as a pro bike, so but well, I do and I don't. So it's going to be pro. Everything is pro. So you're going to go intermediate or standard. We're going to run pro settings, and the only thing I'm going to change is the transmission. I'm going to set that to auto. I used to run manual gears many years ago, but I'm getting older now. So a pro setup, but I'm just going to move that to semi-automatic, and it will stick it on customize. But we're not going to change a thing. So we'll go back, go to track. So looking on to the start straight there, of course, imagine this track has changed. That is the Craner Curves. This is a beautiful motorcycle track. You don't think you see the F1 cars on here. It's too windy, too narrow, but it's you get a lot of the British touring car, of course. And I have been up here, not just for the Monsters of Rock festivals, but I've been up here to see the Moto GP a good few times. So here we are, probably coming around the car park section down to the, what's that, the second to last hairpin. And this is where I've got to stop talking. Autopilot. Beautiful sound there of the 250. So it is an automatic gearbox. Brake just on that rumble strip there. Roll it in. Now, like I said, don't profess to be the fastest on a motorbike, but they do take some getting used to. You can take the plate off the back, you can take the wing mirrors off if you want to, full customization. Brake in there just on that green. We're probably broke a little bit early really, but that's okay. We'll get a ghost running out and we'll race our ghost as well. Coming over the crane of curbs, there's a bit of a sort of blind apex here, but you want to hug it round just so you can kind of flick it over and stay flat as you come down through here. Braking for this one here, down a couple of gears. See that beautiful castle bridge there, Castle Donington of course. Rolling it out. I tell you what, this is going better than I thought. Should be able to roll this one as well if I can not roll it in too soon. Yeah, not very clever around there, but you can run it flat all it there. It's a beautiful motorcycle course. And all the bikes that we'll be talking about over this little series, and if you want to get involved and tell a story about a bike, then please do. But we'll be testing the bikes around Donington, and we might even have a bit of a leaderboard. So who knows what we're doing here on Slow and Steady. Slow and Steady? You want a motorbike? Yeah, I know. Okay, we broke far too early for that. We can do a better job in that chicane, I reckon. So back down to where we started the lap, hit that brake marker there, a little bit of movement on the bike but nothing atrocious. So it's a pro setup. We can push triangle and have a look at our ABS, traction control, we've got anti-wheelie, engine brake there. Let's get on those brakes. Oh, you can hear that, the mechanics of that bike actually, it's quite nice. Okay, our ghost is going to come up now, so we'll see what we can do. I might run that traction control back down to 1. There's the ghost there. Braking just after this green, which is about here. Let it roll in. Not the best, but not bad. Okay, let's see if we can make a good job of these crane of curves again. Like I said, line apex, but you want to sort of run it out a little bit wide and flick it round. Brake for this part here. Yeah, we didn't scrub off too much speed there. Again, run it outside. I don't profess to be a professional. Yeah, we've missed that apex there. Again, this is a sort of blind apex coming in. And then on those brakes for that right-hander. It's a stunning track. So the game is quite forgiving. You know, we could have come off really quite easily hitting those rumble strips. But I think out of Ride 4 and Ride 5, Ride 5 is probably the most forgiving. And from what I see about Ride 6, they are looking to have a broader appeal. So broke a little bit brake later then. Yeah, not particularly clean through that section. I think we can do a better job. Where's that goes to? Miles back. Get that brake marker there. Quite a big hairpin actually. You can use, I'm by no means hitting these apexes, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, very nice. So we come back around, send a new lap on. Does it say? Let's go back to the pit. So a personal leaderboard of 147.775. I may compare some of these bikes as we bring them back to Donington. But that really is it for this video. My little story on a Yamaha TZR. I will see you on the next one. If you want to get involved in these biking Sundays, then do throw down a comment about a bike that you would like to see. But I do want to talk about a few more bikes that I have a story about in real life. But until next time, if you like the video, smash like on the way out. That'd be super appreciated. Thank you to all the new bikers that has joined the Slow and Steady channel. A big shout to you. But of course, not forgetting the truckers out there as well in the virtual trucking world and the horsemen and women for my Wild West Wednesday. A big shout to you. Take good care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Take care.